Disappointing day for us today. Our two guns just couldn't get it going, but they ended up hanging in there, shooting even par and a couple over, and just never again. I think it was a little bit of a continuation of yesterday. We don't make any excuses ever, but we just didn't, for some reason, we didn't execute very well today, and it was just kind of a summary of the week. Kind of hung on to, finish where we did. But overall, looking at the big picture, 4 in a row here, and I guess 4 in a row for Kevin Miller. We've never had a player in the history of Kent State golf to go to 4 straight national championships, have a top 10, a couple top 20, so I'm happy for Miller. And he struggled a little bit today, but on that hardest hole of the day, the 9th hole, he ripped something in there from about 200 yards, about 6 feet, and made birdie on his final college hole. So that was very emotional watching him come up there, and gave him a big hug on 18, his last hole of his college career. And what a great career for him. Looking forward, they're all back. 4 of the 5 guys are back, and hopefully they learned something from this week. Certainly exposed some of our weaknesses this week, and we certainly got some things to work on. But I think a lot of teams would like to have been here for 4 straight years like we have, and you have to look at the good side. Yes, it wasn't a good week for us, and I think our guys know that. They're very disappointed, they're very frustrated, as well as the coach is. But when you look at the big picture, it's a pretty fabulous program. It's going in the right way, and everybody should be very proud of these young men and how they played all year and how they represent us across the country and at a national championship. It's wonderful to see the Kent State flag flying with all those 30 other flags, and a lot of great universities, a lot of great golf schools. They're not here, so when you look at the glass is half full, not half empty. Yeah, I think this will give everybody a lot of ammo, a lot of, like we always talk about, you've got to admit your weaknesses and make them your strengths. And I think that a tournament like this exposes parts of your games, and I've already talked with a couple of guys about it and what they got to work on, and they agree. I think it motivates you to get back here again and do better. We have pretty high aspirations this year when you finish 5th in the country. And so I'm not so sure, even if we'd have finished 12th this week or 10th this week, it wouldn't have been a disappointment. And the thing about golf, it's always disappointing at the end. Only one team wins. So there's no losers here. These are great teams that are here. But as a competitor, which we all are, it's a hard week when you go home without the championship. I have had some teams like this that, sort of didn't finish well at nationals and then said, hey, let's go work harder and put it together for next year. Yes, I've had a couple teams, more than a couple teams like that. You get a taste of it and you say, we know what we got to do. So we'll talk about things tomorrow. We'll do some exit interview with the players and just continue to figure out ways to make them better and try and get that championship.